That game did have a bit of everything. It had the fan protest before it. It had Casemiro scoring and then doing a no-look assist. It had what is very classic of the recent United, sloppily letting a team back into the game, whether we're at Old Trafford or not.
Literally every single time.
But then we pop up with another last-minute winner. And honestly, if we get another one of these last-minute winners, I don't know if my heart can take it. I'm going to get into my 5 talking points from it, guys. As always, drop a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get into it. My first talking point from it is going to be Sesko. Because he scored that winning goal for United, but he also could have just put it to bed probably 20 minutes before that. That header, popping up in a situation where you really want your big striker to pop up in, but he really just should have put the game to bed. But fair play to him to have that mentality, get that miss straight out of his head, and pop up with that winner right at the very end then. Sublime finish, and obviously is a much needed 3 points for United, and it's a hard time for Sesko at the minute because he's watching Mbuemo, someone who we never thought would be a United striker, watching him get the chunk of minutes, and then United are asking him then to close off these games. But again, he's come on against Arsenal. He was pivotal in that last minute winner in that game, and obviously doesn't get more pivotal than what he did up against Fulham as well. He's struggling for minutes at the minute, but if he keeps popping up in the decent situations, getting obviously United over the line, then he's going to get a lot more minutes to come, I'm sure of that. And then secondly, I've got to talk about Casemiro. The goal, he keeps on popping up in very good positions from these set pieces. We've known that ever since he's joined United. But also that assist was ridiculous for that goal as well. And once again, when United took him off the pitch, things all started to fall apart. Don't know obviously how much you can pin it solely on the fact that we took Casemiro off. And I know we love to pin things on Ugarte, but you've got to look at the old team as well and the way they defended in those last sort of 20 minutes. But Casemiro, the impact that he's had this season, he's continually making the comments that Carricks made just more and more foolish week by week.
He should only have another 3 games left at the top level.
But he's also making it harder and harder for United to go and replace him in the summer because he's played such a pivotal role in our season. And I really did wish that he would give us just one more year. Obviously, that's not the case. We just got to enjoy him while he's here now. And then thirdly, going to talk about Cunha and the role that he played in this game and obviously in United's setup. In terms of his role in the game, he was pivotal. He obviously got the free kick that led to United's first goal. It was him coming in off that right-hand side that was causing a bit of havoc for Fulham at times. Again, for the United second goal, which Cunha scored, again, it came from Cunha wandering over to the right-hand side. And he's reminding me so much of what Mata used to do in this United team. Being a winger, but not a conventional one. You're allowed to roam and go into other areas of the pitch, and opposition obviously then can find it hard to pick him up. But there's a reason why he wasn't picked for those Arsenal and Man City games. I was worried about the defensive side of the game because at times you're looking at Luke Shaw and he's in an island by himself at times because Cunha is doing that wandering job. So you have to also then cover for Cunha when he's doing those sort of things. And that's the sort of tactical stuff that Carricks is trying to work out with this team at the minute. Going forward, it's going to be very interesting whether United keep with that approach of Cunha doing that sort of wandering role. It did work in this game. There were times when Mata used to do it for United and I used to hate it. Because you'd overload one side massively, you would crowd everything, and then the other side of the pitch then, it would be just absolute wasteland where nothing's really happening. And it did feel like that at times in this game as well. United's left-hand side, the ball would go out to Luke Shaw, but he'd have to pass it backwards because no one was really out there supporting him. You can't fault it too much in this game because so much good came from Cunha on that right-hand side. But it's still an interesting thing that I want to see develop in the next few weeks now.
Yeah, boy.
And then penultimately, I'll talk about the VAR sort of stuff. And it's not so much that they made bad decisions in this one, because I think largely they got things right. That first initial penalty decision for United, I was amazed that the referee gave it in the first place. Then VAR probably made the right decision, right? Pull it back, because it was a free kick on Cunha. He was pulling his shirt. Pull it back for that. Obviously, United get the goal from that then. The offside decision, I mean, it was correct when you're looking at it. It was very, very close. I'd hate to have that go against us. But why is it taking so long? Why'd you take 4 or 5 minutes to get that decision right when it's meant to be a semi-automated system? That makes absolutely zero sense. But then you've also got the Maguire one at the end, and I don't know, I thought he kind of got to that ball. But overall, it's not so much my issue with VAR and the decisions that they made in this game. Thought they were largely correct. It was the fact that it just took them so much long to actually do it. And then lastly, I want to talk about Bruno Fernandes. Because Bruno Fernandes didn't have a very good game in this one. Largely, he was frustrated. He was giving the ball away at times. Defensively, he didn't look as if he was having the same sort of impact that he normally would. But then with Fernandes, there's a reason why managers keep their faith in him, and there's a reason why they keep him on the pitch. And you see that for that assist for that Sesko goal. Creates something basically out of nothing. Gets that ball into Sesko in the box. Obviously, it's a fantastic finish from Sesko as well. But that doesn't happen without Bruno Fernandes still being on the pitch. And there's a big reason why managers, every single one of them, just came into United, they've put their faith into Bruno Fernandes. And there's a reason why Carricks is still doing that at United as well. Because he pops up with these moments in games. He might not be having a good game, but he can pop up with this moment at any time, and he did it in this one. That's classic Bruno Fernandes. Yet again, a poor game, but another 2 assists under his belt now. And there we are, a much needed 3 points again for United now. 3 wins in a row under Carricks, and long may it continue. We're starting to creep now towards Aston Villa at the upper end of the table, so we just need to keep this run going now if we can. Because Chelsea and Liverpool are hot on our tails. That fight for Champions League spots is going to be intense now throughout the last few months of the season. But United, we keep saying it, playing that 1 game a week, it should be a huge advantage. Because we can keep Casemiro in this team hopefully now. Obviously, keeping players like Cunha and Bruno, Ahmad, keeping them fresh. So they can attack these teams then with such pace that we've seen in the last few weeks. We did almost throw this game away with a couple of bozo moments towards the end. I didn't like overall the intensity the United really had in that sort of settled block in this game. There were issues for Carricks to work out. Obviously, the press didn't work at times. That settled block was a little bit ropey. There's tactical issues that Carricks needs to sort. But getting that 3 points yet again is the most important thing. And as I've said, that winning run, long may it continue. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe if you're new around here. I'll catch you in the next one.